which is so fun. I haven't done this since I was in like 5th grade, and I'm going with some new people that I've met recently and trying to build those friendships and stuff. So I'm really excited, and we just have a really fun time. It is so beautiful out. It is so hot though. Like, can you see that glistening sweat? But we had such a great time. I got a good amount of blueberries, and I'm gonna go weigh them now and go home because it's hot. I am all sorts of sweaty right now. It is so hot out, but it was a really great time. It was just fun hanging out and chatting and picking blueberries. So now it is time to go back home. I'm really sweaty. My baby's really sweaty. So let's get out of here and go back home. I got back from blueberry picking a little bit ago. I've showered because it was hot outside and I needed to get out of those clothes and put on clean, dry clothes. But I just made some lunch, so I'm about to eat that. I made some little lettuce wraps. I put some turkey in there because if not, all it would be was bell peppers and the sauce, and I needed a little bit more. And then little mini gyoza. So I'm about to chow down. I am so hungry. Obviously, I didn't film much after lunch, but it was just kind of a chill day today, just hanging out with my son, taking it slow. I've had a headache for most of today, hence the glasses. I don't really use glasses. It's mostly at night to relax my eyes. Kind of just takes everything from HD to like 4K. But again, just having these on to hopefully help relax my eyes to see if that helps my headache, because I really haven't been feeling the greatest. But I'm in bed now. I'm going to be reading. This is a book I'm reading right now. This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. This is my first book I've ever read of hers. It's pretty good. I've been enjoying it. I'm over halfway through it. I will say I don't love romances that like the girl is just so obsessed with the guy, in a sense of like, you know, he walks by and she's like, oh my gosh, he's just so hot. Or, you know, they touch and she's like, it was instant electricity, and just things like that where it's just like overly sexualized almost. I just don't really enjoy that. But if I look past that, their story is cute, and I'm interested to see how the ending wraps up. But anyways, I'm going to read. Honestly, I should probably go to sleep, but I am waiting till my husband gets home. So I'm gonna read for a little bit. Good morning. It is Sunday morning now, and I'm about to get ready for church. I was craving the new Starbucks Oleato. I don't know if you've tried it, but it's so good. So I went and grabbed that this morning, got my husband a drink too, and now I'm just gonna get ready for church. I'm excited. Last week we were at the beach, so you know, you always feel it when you miss it. So I'm excited to go to church today. So let me go ahead and get ready, fix this hair, and then we'll get dressed. Okay, makeup and hair is done. Just did like light brown on my eyes, which is what I usually do. Curls, kind of like beachy waves. These will kind of fall out too throughout the day, which I prefer. Right now it's a little tight around my face, but that's okay. But now I'm gonna go get dressed, but I'm feeling really pretty. So fit check. This dress is from my mom from Brazil, so there's that. These shoes are Target, and then I'm gonna be adding this jean jacket, and I'm pretty sure I got this from H&M back in the day, but it's cropped and cute. And then my earrings, oh, my hair's stuck on that one. My earrings are Amazon. And then wedding rings. This one's not a wedding ring, this is just a fun ring. And then my necklace is my husband's birth flower, so it's a little piece of him with me throughout the day.
It is a few days later. My plan was to make these muffins on Sunday. That's why I started the day getting ready, getting dressed, and then Sunday was we just relaxed. We stayed home, we didn't really do anything. We went to the pool later in the evening. So I ended up not getting to it on Sunday. So then I was like, okay, I will do it on Monday. And yesterday was just one of those days where my son was really fussy. I wasn't feeling the greatest. I was just also not in the best mood, and so trying to stay in a good mood and in peace while my child was not in a great mood. I just didn't get to it, and I was like, I'll do it in the evening once he goes to bed. But once he was in bed, I literally just vegged out on the couch, cried a little bit, you know, just one of those days. If you're a mom, you know. So it is now Tuesday, and I have my washed berries back here. They have been waiting to be used because I'm going to make blueberry muffins, and I'm really excited. I'm also deeming these muffins 4th of July muffins because 4th of July is in 2 days. So, right? Yeah. 4th of July is in 2 days. So I am going to make these blueberries. I wrote down all the ingredients. I will put them up on the screen if you're interested. You can screenshot. These are the ones that I picked a couple of days ago. They're all washed and clean. Even though they came from a small family farm, they don't use any sort of pesticides or anything like that. But I still wash them just because that's what I do. So they are all clean, and let's go ahead and make these muffins. I'm really excited, especially with the fresh blueberries. These are so good and so sweet. So I'm excited for these muffins. Said it was going to be a thick batter, and they weren't wrong. That's real thick. That's not going anywhere. They also said not to over mix, so I'm trying to be careful not to over mix. Oh gosh. Popping in really quick to say, now I'm going to make a streusel. Is that what you call it? Like a crumble on top. So I have to melt some butter, and so that's what this part is going to be right now. Look at how beautiful they are. So now I get a cup of blueberries. Technically, they say like frozen blueberries are best for muffins, but you can do either or, and this is what I have, and they're not frozen. So put the blueberries into the bowl, and then they say to just kind of flip them into the batter. Don't like stir it too much, just kind of folding it into the batter, not like stirring it, just kind of making sure it gets into the batter like this. I don't have any like muffin liners, so I'm just gonna make sure I spray this really well so they don't get stuck in there later. So I totally messed this part up, and I'm really upset because it tastes really good. Obviously all it is flour, sugar, and butter and cinnamon, but I overmixed it because it's supposed to be a crumble and not this. I'm like, do I still put this on top or do I try again? Oh, I just hate wasting all of this. Just tried to make another one, and this one didn't really, it has some chunks in it, but it didn't really work either. So I don't really know. So what I'm gonna do, even though this isn't a crumble, is I'm just gonna put a tiny bit on top because it's still gonna be good. Maybe I can just do like little oh well, it's not very drippy. Maybe I can just put like little chunks on top. I don't know, but it'll still be good because I mean, you know, sugar and butter, can't really go wrong with that. Alright, there's a little streusel on top. Who knows how it's gonna turn out. Hopefully it turns out good, but let's go ahead, put it in the oven. They said 15 to 20 minutes, so I will check back then. Okay, 15 minutes. Ooh, I think it could definitely go just a few more. You can tell it's kind of browning on the eggs right there. So I'm gonna say just a couple more minutes. Okay, I did about 4 more minutes and I think they look good. Let me get them out quick. Ooh, look so good. I know it doesn't have the stuff, the crumble on top, but they still look really yummy. I have my handy dandy chopstick. This is what I use to check things. So let's go ahead and check it. Oh yeah, and did you hear? It's gonna be nice and crunchy on top. It's gonna be so good. Also, I have all sorts of blemishes on my face right now. It's totally breaking out. That's not what I was gonna say. What I was going to say is I'm channeling 4th of July with my shirt, has an American flag. After I put the jumper on, I was like, oh, you totally can't see it. All you can see is Old Navy. But like I said, I was deeming these muffins my July 4th muffins, and I was wearing my shirt, so feeling patriotic with my muffins. They look so good. Okay, let's go ahead and try one. It's still kind of warm, but I'm kind of impatient, so. See that steam? I will say it's not very sweet. Honestly, this might sound weird because there's no, like, it's not cornbread, but it kind of reminds me of cornbread, like that very subtle sweetness, but still good. And the blueberries are really good in there too, so I would say overall a success. It's definitely not super sweet though, so but now that I've like tasted it, I kind of like that it's a subtle sweetness with the blueberries. Yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend if you want to make it, and let me know if you do make them. But it's a super easy recipe to follow, besides me just not knowing how to do the crumble part, so that's on me. I don't know what happened. But they turned out so good and I'm really happy. So whoop whoop for 4th of July muffins.